Hey, this is Khalid Aleem, the real estate boy, and welcome to Social Media for Real Estate Agents, our podcast. Today, we have a special guest all the way from Cincinnati, Hannah Downs. How are you, Hannah?
Hey guys, I'm doing great. It's sunny out and I couldn't be happier.
Awesome, awesome. Now, question: how many Hannah Montana jokes have you gotten in your life?
Oh man, in college that song played all the time, Hannah Montana.
Right.
Song in college.
Right. Well, I know all you guys are wondering, why is Hannah on this show? Well, Hannah's on this podcast because she was actually ranked 94th on Property Spark's list of top agents on Instagram. On Instagram, she has over 8,000 followers. Her average post on Facebook gets over 184 likes, and on TikTok, she has over 8,000 followers. So we're going to pull the curtain behind her social media empire that she's building and see if we can benefit. So Hannah, why don't you start as far as what you did prior to real estate?
Yeah, so before I was a real estate agent, I worked for a big pharmaceutical company. And before that, I went to college at the University of Cincinnati where I studied marketing and PR, which has helped me a lot here in real estate. So when I graduated college, I had no idea, who I was going to market, what I was going to market. I knew that I wanted to be passionate about my marketing. So at the end of the day, the big pharmaceutical company I worked for, they changed lives. They're awesome. But I knew that that wasn't for me forever. So
Okay.
once I found out, the real estate door opened for me and I can market homes myself, my city, that's just a dream to me. So here I am now selling homes. And I mean, I love it. It's a dream every day. It's tough, but I still love it.
Awesome. Now, what year did you enter real estate or being a realtor?
So I started in 2020, which was a crazy time to start. I
Okay,
don't know what
right.
a normal market is. So yeah, it's been a good 2 years.
Wow. Okay, 2020. So it's only been 2 years, and
I
you've
know.
seen to gain a lot of traction in that 2 years. What does your business look like when you first were you did you jump in, work with family and friends, or how did your business look when you first started?
Yeah, so I mean, I've always been an individual agent. I'm one of those agents that is in the office all the time. I mean, if I'm not out and about showing homes at a networking event, an open house, I will be in the office working. I have amazing resources at my broker. So, of course, I'm going to utilize that. And I think
Mhm.
being in the office allowed me to meet other agents here who are also top agents. So I started helping them out when I could. And that really helped build my business. I think there are a lot of amazing agents here in our office that sell a lot and they get busy. So if I'm here to help. And that
Right.
really helps build my business, I would say.
Okay. So would you say that are you learning from the agents in your office, or are you more helping the agents in your office?
All the above. I do it all.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have amazing mentors here. Any
Mhm.
question I have, they'll answer it right away. But also, it really started off with, hey, can you go show this house for me? Or, hey, do you want to do this open house for me? And it just kept going and going and going. And I mean, I have my own sphere of influence that I work with, but a good amount of my clients have, came from me building my business from those around me. So who you surround yourself with is probably one of the most important things that I've learned in this business.
Right. Now, because you've been in the business for such a short time, how did you pick that brokerage?
That's a really good question. So I actually started somewhere else and then I moved to this brokerage, which was amazing. I think we would all say when we're in real estate school, our emails and our phones are starting to get blown up because the real estate college sells your information or who knows what they do with it, but they give it
Right.
out. And it is a very overwhelming process wondering who am I going to go with? Who's going to give me the best support? Where I started off at the time, it wasn't the best place for me. I'm sure it's great for other people, but when I saw who Sibcy Cline was, they are the number one brokerage here in Cincinnati. We are local. So we're not, Keller Williams or Remax. We're not one of those big ones, but we are just as big in our city. So knowing that we were a local business and just their brand, it can't be matched.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
working for someone with a big brand, and like I said, with that support and mentorship, you have to have that. So when I was at one place looking at another, I was like,
Mhm.
I knew I had to make the move, and it was the best move that I ever made. So wherever you decide to end up, make sure you have that support and make sure it's good. Cause
That's important. That's
yeah,
important. And it's funny because when I started in 2017, and when I went through real estate school, nobody called. And
really.
nobody called. And I was coming from corporate America. So I had the same corporate American mind. I'm thinking that I have to go and apply for
Right.
like a job.
Hmm.
So I'm very anxious once I graduate. I'm calling different brokerages and I'm asking people and as if I'm going for a job interview. And I even called some brokerages and went on an interview. Then once I picked a brokerage, then everybody started calling me.
Right. Of course. A little too late.
Everybody started calling me. And I'm like, where were you guys at a month ago or 2 months
Right.
ago? And it's like
Yeah.
now they called me. So I don't know what that situation is. But as far as social media, is that something that was a part of your business from day one?
Oh, yes. So I love this story. My very first listing was secured before I was licensed because I posted on social media.
Oh
They found me
wow.
on Facebook. I started posting literally day one of real estate school. Like I was in class, finished my test,
Oh
finished
wow.
this module, posting just like this or that. I started my marketing early. So I let everyone and anyone I knew know that I was in real estate school. So, I finished all my classes and I was studying for, the big exam. And
Hmm.
someone reached out to me on Facebook. Hey, my dad wants to list his house. Can you? And I said, yeah, let's go. So I had the listing secured for right when I was licensed, $425,000. The luckiest and best thing I did, all from marketing.
Now that's a nugget. I mean, that's a nugget for everybody, for people who are watching this who are still in real estate school. I never heard that before, where it is advertising. You're advertising that you're going to be in the business. You're documenting your journey as far as the getting a real estate license. And look, you got a deal out of it from day one.
Right, exactly. They knew what I was working towards. They were waiting for me to get licensed. So
Right,
let everyone know, start as early as you can, as much time as you have. I mean, post pictures of your books, post pictures of you studying at
right,
Starbucks, start early.
right. And that's what a lot of people miss is instead of trying to come up with content, document what you're already doing
Yes.
and you're
Oh,
more or
yeah.
less have all the content that you need. Now, a lot of people they'll use social media leisurely, but then when they transfer it over to business, they're still using it as far as if it's a leisure use, but you're using it for your business. Have you done anything different with your business versus just casually posting pictures?
That's a really good question. So I'm one of those people that kept my personal account and made it into a business account. Of course,
Okay.
I make sure that I'm professional all times, but that's
Right.
just the classy woman I am. I'm not going to post out partying. I don't really go out or do anything like that. So, I mean, I keep it very neutral. But to
Okay.
me, my page is a lifestyle. Real estate to me is a lifestyle. It's not a
Okay.
job to me. It's what I do 24/7.
Right.
So really, it just fell naturally into place. I'm like a lifestyle blogger, realtor page. And I mean, I post as I go. I do my life and I post. So,
Okay.
of course, before I was in real estate, I didn't post all these real estate hacks and tips and stuff. So, I incorporate that in there. And before I was licensed as well, I always knew I wanted to start a blog. But once I became a realtor, I was like, this is the perfect time to start a blog. I blog
Mm.
all about Cincinnati.
Okay.
So, I mean, everything fell into place and I didn't really have to change my page much. I just need to continue to educate myself and grow within myself. And then I do that to my followers. I help them grow and help them get educated. So, I mean, yeah.
Gotcha. Now, are you using Instagram to document your vlog, or is the vlog on another platform?
So I use Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn. I posted on there, but the main link is on my website, homewithhannadowns.com.
Okay. Okay. So that's where all of the meat goes as far as your content.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And I guess I'm assuming that you're channeling everybody from off of social media to that page.
Oh, yes, yes. Link in my bio. I have all of that, going on. I post on my story and say, hey, link in my bio, read here, post on my feed. So I get them everywhere.
Okay. Gotcha. Now, I always tell people that I think that Instagram is probably my weakest platform. I think I kind of started out wrong where when I got on there, I forgot how long ago it was, but I just followed all these people, followed all these people, followed all these people. And then I caught wind of, well, you shouldn't follow everybody because then it looks like you're following everybody and nobody's following you. So I've been trying to tail back since then. But as far you've been crushing it as far as Instagram goes, are you getting any business from Instagram other than that first one that you got? But are you getting people coming from Instagram?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about earlier, I get a lot of my business from being in the office and getting help. But other than that, I would say 95% of my business is from Instagram and Facebook.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not kidding. And
Wow.
I read about it all the time. People always say, like, how do you do that? The first time it happened to me, I almost thought it wasn't real. And then it just kept happening and happening and happening. And it
Wow.
just, that's, that's how I get my business. Even a lot of people out of state moving into Cincinnati, they find me
Okay.
and, I'm your Cincinnati realtor, but also your tour guide to the city. So it's amazing how many people, not only in Cincinnati, but just across the US, I get to help just from that platform. It's a blessing.
Wow. Now, because when a lot of people are posting, they're posting to reach individuals, but conversion is something different. What are you doing as far as to convert those people, those eyeballs or attention that are on your page? How do you convert them into being actual clients?
So social media is called social media because we need to be social. I
Hmm.
really think that a lot of people just scroll and scroll and scroll. And I mean, that's not really what it's for. You need to be social with everyone. You need to like, comment, DM, build relationships. I like to build most of my relationships on there by sending DMs and asking someone from my Insta fam is what I like to call it and grab coffee. I constantly am meeting people on there, but I pursue that relationship, grab coffee with them, continuously support them. You can't just be behind the screen pressing like, that's not going to get you anywhere. So, I mean, it's like Tinder. I'm
Okay. Okay.
like making friends off of Instagram, but
Now,
yeah.
are these random folks? Or are they people that live in Cincinnati? Or are these business owners? Or what does it look like as far as the people that you're reaching out to get a cup of coffee?
Yeah. So that's another good question. With my blog called All Things Cincinnati, I do feature local businesses. So I meet a lot of local business owners on Instagram and I'll
Mhm.
DM them and ask them to get coffee and I want to hear about their story and then I write a blog about them. So there's that, but it's also just people that we often just support each other. We follow each other, start liking each other's things. And I'm like, hey,
Mhm.
you seem really cool. Like, I think we would be friends. Like, let's just go grab a cup of coffee. It's really random. I mean, I'm not going to meet up with user ABC123
No
with just
picture.
one follower. Yeah, that's a little creepy. I mean, they can come to my office, and meet in public. But if I know they're a real person and we both have the time, like, let's connect. I love it.
Great, great. As far as the production, I know Instagram is short form. So right now, are you just using your phone or are you using any technical equipment?
So I do just use my phone.
Okay.
I do use my computer sometimes to scroll and post on Instagram, but mainly my phone. Of course, we have professional photographers and videographers that,
Mhm.
I'll use to upload my content. But I mean, I have the newest iPhone. It's great. So yeah.
Okay, great. Are you doing anything as far as long form content, maybe on YouTube or?
So I have a YouTube account, but I mean, I've mainly been focusing on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Okay.
So I could get better at my YouTube, to be honest.
And now that's funny because I started out with YouTube, but now
Okay,
that I'm doing TikTok, it's like it's hard to go back to the long form
they're
where you
so
can.
long. Well, my biggest thing about YouTube is you gotta record this way, right? Landscape.
Right, right,
TikTok is this way.
right,
You almost have to make your content twice. And it's
right.
like, if I'm just going to use this way, I'm just going to, I don't know.
Okay. Right.
Now I
I
sound
mean,
lazy.
I see the benefits in YouTube because it is a search platform. So people are searching for things. So they're intentionally going in there. But it's just so hard to go back to long form when you're doing short form more often.
Right.
So that's crazy. So let's talk about TikTok. When did you start TikTok?
Almost like everybody else during quarantine.
Okay. Me
You
too.
either started it before quarantine or you started it during quarantine, right?
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, did you start out real estate focused or were you on there dancing and
So I actually, during quarantine, I was outside all the time. I know everyone jokes about how they took like 5 walks a day, but I really was like at a new trail every day. Like,
wow.
so I would explore Cincinnati. So I just posted a lot of exploring our city and
Okay.
then, just random stuff. I have a little dog. He's my best friend. So I like to post videos of him. And
Okay.
I mean, then I started finding, funny sounds and like lip singing them. And
Okay.
now I'm into the real estate stuff. So I'm kind of all over the place. I know I need to niche down, but it's just so fun. I mean, if I want to make it, I want it to be natural. I don't want to force myself to make something I don't like.
Right. Right.
So, I mean, I'm making it all.
Right. Right. I've definitely heard that that's the way to go, meaning that you should niche down, but you should have content that shows other sides of you so that
Right.
other people can connect to you. And so
Right.
people, okay, you may go to the gym, but if you just show real estate, those folks that go to the gym have to buy houses too. So
Exactly.
why not show that part of it so that they can come in and then learn what you do and take it from there.
Exactly. If all people see is sold, 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 they're not going to be interested. So you have to be a person outside of your business. I'm much more than just a realtor. Like, I'm a dog mom. I do like to go to the gym, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's great when you have, a few different niches and you can connect with other people with the same similar interests.
Gotcha. Now on your blog, are you doing video interviews with the owner or are you transcribing it after the interview?
So I am transcribing it and I'm typing it out. Back in 2020 and in 2021, I did do a few videos. I might get back to that, but I've learned that, just typing it out and having the actual blog itself has been more of a hit. A
Okay.
lot of business owners, as we know, are very, very busy. So
Right.
sitting down and having that initial coffee talk is great. But then, I mean, we're busy. We're going to have to figure out a whole script and all that jazz. So, I mean, if I had more time and other people have more time, I could do those weekly. But
Mhm.
the blog itself just knocks it out.
Okay. That's different from some people because we all have IDX websites that people can go to and search for homes, but actually having a blog to take people to, it definitely sounds because you're able to capture that information, able to capture people's information and kind of use it outside of social media, which is somebody else's platform. How are you using people who come to your blog? Do they have to sign in?
Nope, they don't. It's all free. Just go and
Okay.
look for it. It's a resource. I don't want to have to force anyone to put their information on there
Okay.
to read it. I want everyone and anyone to read it. And I mean, especially people who aren't from Cincinnati. If they're coming into
Right.
town for the weekend for a Bengals game, Reds game, who knows, come to my page and I'll show you what Cincinnati's all about. So go check it out at homewithhannadowns.com.
Definitely. Now, as far as Cincinnati as a whole, have you guys seen as far as new construction and just a lot of growth during this time, like the rest of the country?
Oh, yes, yes. I mean, we're continuously growing. Things are crazy here. I
Mm.
love it. I've seen so many different towns transform. I've been in Cincinnati my whole life, born and raised, and
Okay.
it's crazy how each little town has just changed throughout the past 20 years. Some areas, I mean, there's no more room for new construction. We're out of land. So a lot of things get knocked down and rehabbed and restored, and I love to see it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I'm switching gears back to social media. What tools are you using? Are you using any tools, any apps, any ninja apps out there?
Yeah, well, the most basic Canva. I use
Okay.
Canva for everything. Like,
Right. I love
I
Canva.
love Canva. But
Right.
really, at the end of the day, I follow a lot of great people who are a great resource. I don't just scroll just to scroll. I scroll to learn and gain knowledge. So I follow a lot of people like on TikTok. I follow this account who posts all the trending sounds and gives you ideas for what your niche is of how you could use that to create a video. So, I always say collaborate over compete. So I really think collaborating with other people online has helped me grow, in addition to, of course, using Canva. But yeah.
Now, collaborating, what do you mean by that? And I'm asking that because are you saying, like, for example, TikTok, maybe doing a duet? Or when you say collaborate, what do you mean?
So yeah, anything from a duet to once again meeting in person and in coffee and talking about it and bouncing ideas off of each other. I haven't done a giveaway in a while, but I like to meet with local businesses and talk how we can both benefit each other and collaborate and make some type of cool event or giveaway for the public. Just see what other people are doing. You have to grow and learn from other people. So back, about a year ago, what was that app that everyone was using? It was exclusive and you could only get on the app if you were invited.
Clubhouse.
Yes. I used Clubhouse for a while and I'm like, where's Clubhouse at? Do you use Clubhouse anymore?
No, I have it. I see it all the time when I open up my apps, but I don't go on there at all.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that really helped me, build my business for a few months. Maybe we should get back on there, but
right. There's still people on there. Whenever I do go on there just to see what's going on, there's still people on there. Definitely.
So I need to get back on there. I used to listen to Grant Cardone, like in the mornings at the gym, get hyped up, hear about what everyone else is doing, incorporate it here in Cincinnati. And
Right. Question, what advice would you give somebody who was just starting out in real estate, didn't have any social media presence at all? What advice would you give them?
So my biggest word of advice is to take content of everything, literally everything. Out and about at your favorite coffee shop, studying, at the park, your dog, whatever. Take pictures, take videos, and you don't have to upload it right away. Just have it in your phone and know that you can use that and push it out whenever you need it. I mean, a lot of people don't know what to post, and it's like, well, if you don't have anything to post, I can't really tell you what to do. So just start recording and taking pictures.
Awesome. In your business, what other things are you doing for lead generation other than social media?
So we have this really cool tool. It's called What's Your Home Worth? My broker put it together. So I do like to share that on my social media. As soon as someone does click on that link to see what their house is worth, I get an email of their name and address. And then I like to send them some mail like, hey, I saw that you were interested in how much your house is worth. If you want to meet in person, let's do it. So just sending out mailers. I do have an event coming up at the end of the month, the Cincinnati market. There's going to be a bunch of local vendors, anywhere between bakers, candle makers. So many amazing people are going to be there, but I hope to meet a lot of cool people there and maybe meet some people who are looking to buy or build or even sell a house.
Right. Awesome. That's awesome. Like you said, that's the name of the game. Just informing people that, hey, I'm in the business. If you need some help, I'm always here.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. Well, are there any action items that maybe you can give? Any action items that you're able to give the audience, things that they can do, kind of a step by step, so when they do get off of this podcast, they can go implement in their business?
Are we talking just general or social media or?
Social media. Definitely social media.
Okay. Like I said, take pictures of everything. Let's get those pictures going. Let's get those videos going. Download Canva. I love Canva. So take your pictures, put them on Canva, make something cool, whether it is real estate, house for sale, or even just look up some local events that are happening in your city, anything in your niche, just create it and post it and don't stop. Don't post it once and know that it doesn't have to be perfect, that you posted that first time and you don't love the way it looks. Just keep growing and keep trying and keep posting.
Right. And just to piggyback with what you just said, posting something over and over and over is not necessarily a bad thing, because the way the algorithm works, it doesn't show it to your total audience every time you post it. So there's nothing wrong with posting something that you posted maybe 2 months ago or 3 months ago, posting it over. And I'm talking, this is for short form, posting it over, because they don't show it to everybody. So you don't have to keep on doing this same or keep going back to the well. You can just do some things that you did in the past and just put it back again. How has your business changed as far as with reels? Are you doing reels also, or are you kind of sticking to the posting the stories on Instagram?
Yeah, I do reels. I definitely could do reels more. I've seen people kill it on reels, and I'm like, okay, I really need to get my phone out. But I did post a reels last year. It got 2 million views, and it really grew my Instagram page. And, those 2 million people weren't just in Cincinnati.
Okay.
And I believe I got a few out of state buyers from that reels because it pushed out to people everywhere. So I think reels is awesome. It grows your account and it pushes it out to just about anyone and anyone. And know that you are a realtor and you're not limited to just this city. You can help out anyone, anywhere. At least I know I can. And most of us have amazing relo companies. So reels is great.
All right. So here we go. Instagram versus TikTok. Which one you taking if you can only use one?
Instagram. I'm sorry. I loved Instagram since high school.
Okay. Okay. Any reason why? Because of the aesthetics or?
So, TikTok's great. You get to post videos. It's awesome. But I think that Instagram has more than just videos. You can post your reels. You can post long videos. You can, post just a picture. And they even have those guides that you can scroll through and post so many things. This is my biggest thing. I have so many followers that just come in on TikTok that sometimes I'm not able to follow them back and I don't see it. On Instagram, if you don't follow someone back, you still get their message in your message request. On TikToks, you don't get messages from anyone unless you're following them back. So I really think that that's a limit to the amount of people that I can meet and communicate and help. I have in my TikTok bio, if you need anything real estate, DM me on Instagram. Because unfortunately, they can't DM me. So maybe if TikTok switched that up, it would be pretty close to Instagram.
And you know what? That's a great point, because I don't get a lot of people like you said, they don't, if you're not following somebody, then there's no way for them to jump in your DMs. I guess maybe that's why they give you the link so the person can go to the link versus going to your DM. But I agree with you. They really should change that. That would be definitely better for our business and maybe give them more traction if they do that. Maybe there's some type of suggestion button or box.
Yeah. And it's I'd love to follow them back, but sometimes, it just gets overwhelming if one of your videos blows up and you get so many interactions and you just miss it. That happens. And sometimes I miss people that follow me on Instagram and they'll shoot me a DM like, hey, I loved this. And I'm like, oh, hey, follow back. So let's get the TikTok DMs open up.
Right. They need it. And they're always making, because now they have the stories. I don't have stories on mine, but what I've seen from other people is that they have stories, and they're supposed to be having long form too, like 10 minutes at some point in time.
Okay. I have not done that yet.
No, I think it's in the beta stage. So they only let it out to certain people. I haven't been one of those people.
We're not cool enough yet.
Right. Not part of the cool club yet. So in any case, all right, cool. Well, this has definitely been fun. It's been an excellent time. I'm sure everybody out there has gained a lot as far as how to be better at Instagram. But again, let them know where they can find you again.
At home with Hannah Downs on just about everything. So, of course, I need to get my YouTube, get it better, but you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. You name it, I got it. Home with Hannah Downs.
Awesome. And if you guys, realtors out there, if you do have any referrals in the Cincinnati area, definitely be sure to reach out to Hannah. Well, Hannah, listen, if you ever come over east to Philadelphia, let me know.
I will.
Those Philadelphia cheesesteaks that y'all have in Cincinnati, listen, they're definitely not the real deal.
They're not it. I got Penn Station, so that's not the real thing.
Not at all. So when you come to Philly, let me know, and I'll take you to a good cheesesteak spot, okay?
Sounds like a plan. Let me know if you're ever coming to Cincinnati. I don't know if you ever had Skyline, but
No, not at all. I don't even know what that is, but
you know, it's
no.
sounds kind of gross. Skyline chili. We put chili on everything. Spaghetti, hot dogs, French fries.
I don't know that French fries, chili French fries. That sounds
Chili cheese fries.
appetizing.
It's great. Yeah. So look up Skyline chili. Let me know what you
Awesome.
think.
All right, cool. Well, I'll definitely take you up on there. All right, guys. Until next time.